Hola chicas, welcome back guys. Okay, you guys already know, starting off with some concealer and putting that all over her eyelids just to give me a just a blank canvas to work with. And setting that concealer in place, I'm going to be using some Airspun loose powder. Going in with my BH Cosmetics Color Festival palette, and I'm going to be using the color Haze as my transition color. I just got this palette the other day with the brushes and I'm freaking in love. I love BH Cosmetics. And I'm just going to keep on adding this color until I get it the way I want it to look. And sorry guys about my raspy voice, if you can even hear it or tell. Allergies are kicking my ass this time of year. And using a big blending brush from BH Cosmetics, I'm just going to blend all that shadow out. Alrighty, now going in with the lighter green color from the James Charles palette, I'm going to be putting that in her inner crease and a little bit above. And I'm using a Wet n Wild blending brush to do that. Again, I'm just going to keep on adding the same color until I get the look, the desired look that I'm looking for. Again, with that big BH Cosmetics brush, going in and blending those two colors together so I don't have any crazy harsh lines. Now time to cut the crease. I'm just going to be putting some concealer all over her eyelid and again making her look up. This technique makes this so much easier to do. Now setting that concealer, I'm going to be going in again with the BH Cosmetics Color Festival palette, and I'm going to be using the color Disco. Going in with the darker green from the James Charles palette, I'm going to be adding that color to her inner eyelid and also the outer eyelid. Now just to polish everything up a little bit more, I'm going to be adding more of the green to the crease of the eyes, because when I added the darker green and then the white color, the whiter color, it kind of takes away from some of the shadow that I already put on, so I'm just going to be adding just a little bit more to that. And also adding that disco color to her middle of her eyelid. Now I'm just using a eyeshadow that's around her color of her skin tone, and I'm just cleaning around the eyeshadows just to make everything look more cleaner. Wing liner time, my least favorite part, but it has to be done. I'm going to be going in with the black color of the Wet n Wild eyeliner. using a makeup remover wipe, I'm just going to be cleaning underneath her wing liner. Here I'm just going to be trying on the lashes to make sure they fit her eyes. Lashes that I'm using are the Ardell Wispy Lashes, the Fox Minx ones. So before putting on the lashes, I'm just going to be adding some mascara. The glue that I'm using is the Duo one, the one with the little stick applicator. Now before foundation, I'm just going to be prepping her face. She already added some moisturizer to her face, and here I'm just going to be adding the e.l.f. Pore Minimizer. And the brush that I'm using is a Real Techniques brush. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Stick Foundation, and also the brush that I'm going to be using is the same Real Techniques brush. Time for concealer. I'm going to be using the L'Oreal Infallible Full Coverage Concealer. Now to blend all that out, I'm going to be using the same Real Techniques brush. This brush is freaking amazing. If you don't have this brush, go and get it. It's so good for foundations, for your primers, for your concealers. I freaking love it. Setting all that in place, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild spray, the one that smells like roses. Using some Airspun loose powder, I'm going to be putting that everywhere I put the concealer. And I'm applying that with a beauty blender. To bronze up, I'm going to be using the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. And I'm using an angled brush from BH Cosmetics. And also adding some Airspun underneath her cheekbones just to clean it up and make it look sharper. Adding some black liner to her inner waterline, I'm going to be going in with the Maybelline Eye Studio in Blackest Black. Using those greens that I used in her inner crease from the James Charles palette, I'm going to just be adding that to her bottom lash line. Using a Wet n Wild blush brush, I'm going to be going in with some Milani blush. The highlighting eyeshadow from the James Charles palette, I'm going to be going in with that on a Milani highlighting brush. And also I'm going to be adding a little bit of the Fenty Beauty Trophy Wife highlighter. Did the eyebrows a little bit darker, so I went in with the Anastasia Dip Brow. Went in with the Pixie Setting Spray. I'm just going to be adding that to set everything in place. So since the eyeshadow is a little bit dramatic, a lot going on, I wanted to add just a simple gloss, sparkly gloss to her lip, and I added the color Libra and Pisces and mixed them together from Wet n Wild. And here's the final look, guys. I hope y'all enjoy. I freaking love how this turned out. Thank you so much for coming back and joining me on my channel. I'll see you guys for my 4th video. Besitos.